understand something. I'm probably the most influential and accomplished black school psychologist in American history. Not probably, I am.
All right. Well, let's speak about some legendary black psychologists who were in the field of education and things like that. Okay. We have a lady named Ruth G. King. Ruth Esther Graves King is an educational psychologist who was the first woman president of the Association of Black Psychologists. Her interest in sports led her to teach physical education. While coaching, she became interested in psychology, gaining a PhD and doctorate in education from Temple University. She has worked for government and community organizations, as well as teaching at Federal City College and Howard University in consulting. Career. King's first job after her undergraduate education was teaching physical education in high school. Okay, in 1988, King served as the project director for the AIDS Information and Education Program created by Association of Black Psychologists, with funding from the Center for Disease Control. This program trained psychologists in an Afrocentric model to deliver AIDS education and conduct support groups for black AIDS patients and their families. Charles Henry Thompson was he was born in 1895, died in 1980. Was an American educational psychologist and the first African American to earn a doctorate degree in educational psychology. He obtained a master's degree and a PhD at the University of Chicago. Born in Jackson, Mississippi, he would later become an educator at Howard University. During his time at Howard, he was the dean of the Liberal Art College and later became the dean of Howard's Graduate School, where he made several administrative and scholarship changes. Additional occasion, an academic journal pertaining to the education of African American students. Thompson himself published over 100 scholarly articles, editorials, and research papers, many of which pertain to the teaching and advancement of African Americans' student education. Throughout his extensive academic career, he was a legal consultant for various desegregation school cases, primarily in Sweat versus Painter, Sipil versus Board of Regents of the University of Oklahoma, McLaurin versus Oklahoma State Regents. He was also a legal consultant for Brown versus Board of Education. Joseph L. White, born in 1932, was professor of psychology and psychiatry at the University of California and godfather of the field of black psychology. Ruth Winfred Howard was an American psychologist. She is best known for her psychological work concerning students with special needs at Children's Providence Hospital. She was one of the first African American women to earn a PhD in psychology. So, when Dr. Umar Johnson says he's the most prolific black psychologist when it comes to education, I mean, I don't know why he says that. It's very disrespectful to the elders. And he says that he's a descendant of Frederick Douglass, so you would think that he would actually pay respect to these people. And like I said, I don't understand why these guys in the conscious community always have to come at it with this braggadocious, ostentatious approach, man. Just be humble.